Greetings, friends. Encouragement is to sing a new song to the Lord. And also, when I meditate on God's law, I wanted to encourage you also to meditate on God's law day and night. Those men that are in authority, for sure, leaders in authority. I know the nation was deceived and women were voting and wanting abortion on demand, but we need to really go forward and look past that. We cannot veer to the left or to the right. We have to be of sober minded. We have to be vigilant and not be deceived by the vials of the devil. You know, when the woman was deceived, and in 1973, whether it was for pornography that's allowed online, the adultery that's been displayed online, the perversion, basically the corruption of the law that made way for this has to go. Just like Roe v. Wade was reversed, and because most of this nation's existence, we didn't have this kind of corruption of the law, where children that did no harm to anyone in the womb were allowed to be slaughtered. Innocent children were allowed to be killed and slaughtered by pills and other means. So just like this adultery online, the display of the nudity, these people are exposing themselves. It brings me disgust that some people even applied for permits, or they think this is a business. Obviously, prostitution, sex for money, is unlawful. It's against the law. And this is one nation under God. And in most nations, this is not something that is allowed. Prostitution is not allowed. This needs to be gotten rid of. The people that made it obviously should have never even recorded it or uploaded it. I myself never gave permission for something like this or allowed anybody to record me in the nude, right? And I, as a leader, and anybody in the nation, and anybody that is in this nation, most people, most men, women, and children don't do this kind of stuff, obviously. So the sexual perversion, this perversion that has been displayed online, this adultery, should have not been, and it's really not permitted by the law, in truth, if you look at the law. Because it's prostitution, it's lawlessness, right? Sex for money is prostitution. And as I mentioned before, I encourage you people to help expose that in a way that people, obviously they know about it already. We don't have to look at it. The articles are there to prove it. I learned that most people have seen it in the world, and it brings me disgust. And in this nation, it brings me disgust that people have seen it. They've exposed it. Even Homeland Security spoke about it. There's sex trafficking involved in it. There's trafficking involved in it. They drive around. Sometimes they pick up younger girls, right? It's not even women. And even if it's a woman, they're involved. If it's a woman that wants to do it, it's prostitution. Sex for money is prostitution. And even if they were to do it for free, obviously it's stupid to expose yourself, your private parts and your nudity publicly. The internet is a public place. And the adultery, is evil. It's wrong. And children, obviously, no one should really see it, but especially children. And to protect those children, please get rid of the corruption of the law that made way for this and allowed it by any means. I mean, people know, and I'm pleading the cause of those children that are being harmed also, and some of them are being led away to their death. And people in Homeland Security and FBI and other places of authority, they also exposed it, and they also proved and helped understand that the sex trafficking is a crime. They call it a crime, and it is a crime. They've put people away for it into prison for the sexual exploitation, for child porn crimes and other things. So there's people that recorded even this kind of stuff. It's a shame to talk about this. It's so sad. Obviously, I don't want to look at it and see it online, but there's articles that prove it. So we have articles and FBI statements and other people that are into task force for sexual exploitation and Homeland Security. They proved it, and they're trying to help you people understand that we can't have this. It's unlawful. It's a crime. So if it's a crime, why would any porn site be allowed to be shown on the internet?